If rest never feels enough, this might be why. If you keep telling yourself you are lazy, if you keep calling yourself unmotivated, if you keep wondering why you can't just get it together, but deep down you know you are trying. Deep down you know you care. Deep down you know you want better for your life. This video is for you because what you are experiencing is not laziness, it is emotional fatigue. And once you understand the difference, you stop attacking yourself and start healing properly. Assalamu alaikum queens, you're all welcome back to my channel. And if you are new here, my name is Zainab, but you can call me Z for short. Here we talk about all things faith, self-care, self-love, confidence, personal growth and healing, while embracing a balanced Muslim lifestyle that is pleasing to Allah. If that resonates with you, please subscribe, turn on your notifications so you don't miss out on any of my videos. So today we are talking about something that quietly affects so many high capacity women. Feeling exhausted, but still blaming yourself. Feeling overwhelmed, but calling it laziness. Feeling empty, but forcing productivity. Trust me, this video is not here to shame you. This video is here to free you. You are not lazy. You are emotionally drained. And that realization alone can change your life. So let's start here. Lazy people don't feel guilty about resting. Lazy people don't lie in bed stressing about everything they are not doing. Lazy people don't make to-do lists and then feel bad for not finishing them. Lazy people don't constantly think about how to improve their lives. If you were truly lazy, you wouldn't care, but you do. The guilt you feel, the heaviness in your chest, the quiet frustration with yourself, those are not the emotions of a lazy person. Those are the emotions of someone who cares deeply but is running on empty. We live in a culture that only recognizes physical exhaustion. If you are sick, people understand. If you are injured, people understand. But emotional exhaustion, that is invisible. You can look fine. You can still show up. You can smile. You can still function and still be drowning in. That is why so many women label emotional fatigue as laziness, because no one taught us the language for internal exhaustion. Emotional drain doesn't always look like crying on the floor. Sometimes it looks like procrastination, avoiding responsibilities, zoning out, forgetting things, losing interest in what you once loved, wanting to be alone, feeling irritated easily, and feeling numb. Not because you don't care, but because your inner world is overloaded. You've been carrying other people's expectations, other people's needs, other people's emotions, responsibilities, pressure, unspoken pain, unprocessed disappointment, and you've been doing it quietly for a very long time. So when your system finally slows you down, you call yourself lazy. But what is really happening is your nervous system saying, I need relief, I need safety, I need space, and I need care. That is not laziness, that is communication. And emotional exhaustion really comes from one big event. It comes from accumulation. Small hurts that never got acknowledged. Disappointments you told yourself to get over. Situations you stayed in longer than you should have. Boundaries you never enforced. Dreams you put on pause, and needs you kept ignoring. You keep telling yourself, it is fine, I'm okay, I will deal with this later, but later becomes weeks, weeks becomes months, months becomes years, and one day, getting out of bed feels heavy. Not because you are weak, not because you are broken, but because your soul is tired of carrying what you never gave yourself permission to put down. Self-judgment sounds like, what's wrong with me? Why am I like this? I'm so lazy. I'm such a failure. But self-awareness sounds like this. I am overwhelmed. I've been doing a lot. I am emotionally tired. I need support. I need gentleness. One voice attacks. The others understand. One voice creates shame. The other creates healing. Shame has never healed anyone. Shame makes people hide. Shame makes people isolate. Shame keeps people stuck. Compassion creates movements. When you approach yourself with compassion, you don't give up. You try again. Hear this slowly, queens. You cannot hate yourself into becoming better. You cannot bully yourself into growth. And you cannot shame yourself into discipline. If self-hatred worked, you would have already be perfect. Real growth comes from safety. When you feel safe with yourself, you take risks. When you feel supported by yourself, you show up. When you feel understood by yourself, you soften. And softness is not weakness. Softness is regulation. Softness is intelligence. Softness is sustainability. Sometimes you sleep and wake up tired. Sometimes you take a break and still feel empty. Because physical rest alone doesn't heal emotional exhaustion. You also need emotional release, mental stillness, boundaries, nervous system regulation, and spiritual nourishment. If you are resting while scrolling, comparing, worrying, or shaming yourself, that is not rest. That is distraction. You are just distracting yourself. True rest feels safe. True rest feels allowed. True rest feels intentional. Like you brush your teeth daily, you shower regularly, you change your clothes. That is physical hygiene. But what about emotional hygiene? Emotional hygiene looks like journaling, crying when you need to, talking to Allah honestly, sitting in silence, naming your feelings, saying no, taking breaks before burnout. You don't wait until your body is filthy to shower. So don't wait until your soul is drowning to care. And trust me, Allah knows your struggles. Allah knows your intentions. He knows what you are carrying. And He sees the efforts that nobody applauds. He sees the silent battle. You are not invisible to your Lord. And Allah does not call you lazy. He calls you His servant. He calls you beloved. He calls you worthy of mercy. Healing isn't dramatic. Healing looks like doing fewer things better, creating gentle routines, scheduling rest, lowering unrealistic expectations, choosing consistency over intensity, and saying no more often. You don't need to become a brand new woman. You need to become a supported woman. You are not falling behind, Queen. You are recalibrating. You are shredding survival mode. You are learning a healthier way to live. You are unlearning also trauma. And that is not regression. That is elevation. Say these affirmations with me. I am not lazy. I am emotionally aware. I am not broken. I am becoming healed. I am allowed to rest. I am allowed to move gently. And I am allowed to becoming the woman who thrives without burning herself. So queen to queen, if you've been calling yourself lazy, place your hand on your chest, breathe, and say, I am doing the best I can with the capacity I have today. That is enough. You are enough. Finally, queens, you are not lazy. You are emotionally drained. And awareness is the first step towards healing. Be gentle with yourself, queens. Choose softness, choose alignment, and choose sustainability. And I'll see you in the next talk, inshallah. Don't forget to always look good, smell good, feel good, and be limitless with Allah. Assalamu alaikum. Peace out.